and welcome everyone to this wonderful night of new things and beginnings of fascinating stories with new characters and a new player. We shall see going forth how this adventure shall unfold. So, for point of reference.
Why did you just what was it, the voice? That was like...
I'm the DM. I'm going to do a lot of voices before this is over.
Mm-hmm. Why the dramatic intro?
Why not? It's the first recording of a new campaign with different characters starting at level 1. It's a wonderful time of existence and very odd stuff.
You sound like the live-action Mad Hatter.
Oh, Kaloo-Kalay!
Be over here.
Clink up, move down, clink up, move down.
This is going to be one of the most chaotic things in the universe, isn't it?
I hope not. And Sue. So, as we start out our adventure, a little bit of history. I'll read it from the book.
Ooh. Oh, you're going by the book.
For this 5 minutes. I won't guarantee anything.
It's off the rails.
The 6th minute might be completely different.
More than
500 years ago, clans of dwarves and gnomes made an agreement known as the Fandelverse Pact, by which they would share a rich mine in a wondrous cavern known as Wave Echo Cave. In addition to its mineral wealth, the mine contained a great magical power. Human spellcasters allied themselves with the dwarves and gnomes to channel and bind that energy into a great force called the Forge of Spells.
Has the Forge ever eaten someone?
Yes. Where magic items could be crafted. Times were good, and the nearby human town of Phandalin, pronounced Phandalin, it actually says it, prospered as well. But then disaster struck when orcs swept through the north and laid waste to all in their path.
How did I know it was going to be orcs?
A powerful force, because you know how the other campaign was.
Yeah.
Is.
Shut up.
A powerful force of orcs reinforced by evil mercenary wizards attacked Wave Echo Cave to seize its riches and magic treasures. Human wizards fought alongside their dwarf and gnome allies to defend the Forge of Spells, and the ensuing spell battle destroyed much of the cavern. Few survived the cave-ins and tremors, and the location of Wave Echo Cave was lost. For centuries, rumors of buried riches have attracted treasure seekers and opportunists to the area around Phandalin, but no one has ever succeeded in locating the lost mine. In recent years, people have resettled the area. Phandalin is now a rough-and-tumble frontier town. More important, the Rock Seeker brothers, a trio of dwarves, have discovered the entrance to Wave Echo Cave, and they intend to reopen the mines.
Oof.
Unfortunately for the Rock Seekers, they are not the only ones interested in Wave Echo Cave. A mysterious villain known as the Black Spider controls a network of bandit gangs and goblin tribes in the area, and his agents have followed the Rock Seekers to their prize. Now, the Black Spider wants Wave Echo Cave for himself, and he is taking steps to make sure no one else knows where it is. Two of the brothers of the Rock Seeker trio have gone back to Neverwinter to purchase supplies to bring forward to Phandalin and to their brother who is watching Wave Echo Cave currently.
Well, they're never going to see him again. Probably not.
After buying supplies and a wagon and a team of horses to move them, they decided that instead of traveling with the wagon themselves, they were going to go ahead and move forward to save time as the wagon's being loaded. They hired a group of mercenaries from the local adventurers guild, and they hired them to escort the wagon to Phandalin and to ensure its safe arrival. A promise of think it's 10 gold pieces.
Is that a lot? Or is it like...
When you're just starting out.
When you're just starting out, it's quite a bit. On the promise of 10 gold pieces per mercenary upon the safe delivery of the goods to Vandalon, they head out after the cart is being filled, and the three of you find yourselves standing watching as the cart is filled with supplies, the team is hitched, and you have the opportunity to speak or not speak to each other as the cart is almost ready to go.
Wait, so are we the mercenaries?
Yes, you are.
Oh. Just be awkward souls. Also, I'm going to attempt to do like an Australian-ish accent for my character.
Go for it.
I have no idea how to do an Australian accent other than saying like one thing.
Try to pick some sort of accent that you can consistently do if possible. And no, it's not easy because I don't do it very well myself. I set my accents all the time.
I mean, I could do a vampire accent, but that's about it.
So, as the cart is being loaded, the three of you stand and just kind of stare at each other. If you would take a moment to describe yourself to the other adventurers who are looking on, because you may not talk, but you at least have eyes. So, if you would like to, each of you describe what they see.
I don't remember what my character looks like. I know they're green and they have blue hair. And they have heterochromia. Their eyes are different colors. They
What
have
colors?
Orange and blue, or red, scarlet-ish. Some shade of a color that's between orange and red.
On one eye. And the
And the
other.
other one is just blue.
And you are what race are you?
Dragonborn.
So you are a dragonborn who has, what color skin? Scales.
Emerald green.
So before you, you see a medium-sized dragonborn with green scales that look almost like they're gem. Very, almost see-through. It's a beautiful, reflective green.
They just look like a disco ball.
Strangely, most dragonborn don't have hair. But she has, or they have, sorry. They have a very interesting head of blue hair?
Yeah, I think it's like a neon blue.
A neon bluish hair that they are holding back with a hairband as they stand there quietly assessing you.
Alright. In front of you, you see a humanish looking woman on the shorter side, a little over 5 foot tall, pale skin, black hair. She's wearing all black, black leather boots, black duster, black shirt, black pants.
It's like she knows she's gonna go to a funeral, probably.
She's very aloof, just standing, watching everything, waiting.
Alright. And
You see a tan elf man who's about 6'1", about 250 pounds, wearing a chainmail with a sword and shield. Who he has black hair and emerald green eyes.
Oh yeah, and my character also. Do they have the frying pan and the fish right now, or don't they?
not currently, no.
Okay, never mind.
Soon. There's a river coming up. It's up to you to say what you want to do and when you want to do things. Also, if you don't know, just like you just did, do I have this? You can ask me because I'm the one that's keeping track of mostly. And so if you say, like if we go into an area and you say, do I know how to something, you can ask me that. Because I will go through your character and let you know what you do or don't do. But if you don't ask me, I'm not going to say anything. Just like you just did. Do I have my frying pan and fish? Not yet. Okay, so you stand quietly, awkwardly looking at each other, and the silence is deafening. The quiet broken only by the sound of crates crashing and clunking and crunking. Getting crunk in these crates. Please don't do that again.
Sorry.
Eventually, guy turns to this. Alright, y'all loaded up. Horses are ready. Good luck. As they walk away, and you realize that, wait, there's no one one of you has to drive.
My character just speaks up. For fair warning, I can't ride a horse. So I hope one of y'all knows how to, because I sure can't.
We are not riding horses. We are riding the cart.
Driving the cart, and something has to do with horses.
Get in the cart.
So you load up and you start along your way. You have about a 2-day, maybe 2.5-day journey from here going over to Vandalin, if weather permits. It might take longer, it might take shorter, it depends on how things fly, or roll, if you will.
Do I have a map?
Do you have a map?
In fact, I have to go over that.
You do.
Hey!
You have a somewhat detailed map showing roughly the area around you. Might be accurate, might be off by a little bit. Doesn't look like it's a top-end map. Almost like a 12-year-old scribbled on a paper what they thought was where.
I mean, that's pretty accurate to me trying to make a map, so fair enough. Does the map show a river?
The map does show that there is a small brook going past a ways up, maybe a day and a half.
Is it big enough for fish?
Looking at the map, no. A fish would, you could wrap this paper around the fish. It wouldn't fit in that little blue mark. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
So, as you move forward, you find yourselves basically just getting into the lull of travel. The clip clop, the sway of the wagon. As things progress, you move forward, and about 6.5 hours into your ride, I need everyone to make me a perception check for it. Roll a d20, and then look on your stat sheet and look for your perception modifier. 12.
17.
Okay, 17, 12.
Oh, hang on, my thing's reloading. It's having difficulties. Alt, please.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. Come on. Do it. 16.
Okay. Looking ahead, you see just after you come across a bend in the road, as you come back to straighten out, looking ahead, a ways up, you see what looks like 2 mounds laying in the center of the road. They're about 300 feet up, so it's not easy to tell where they are or what they are. But you see 2 fairly hefty-looking things laying in the road. Who's driving? All right.
We attempted an Australian accent.
Crikey, mate.
Oh, that doesn't look too good. It is.
No. For, 4 words.
Noise.
Also noise.
Toys look like track. The track is bad. We kill them all?
That's always
The
My
character
character.
is suspicious of the
Alright. Suspicious character.
Yep.
Okay.
insight to see if it's a trap.
Sure. Roll an insight check.
Natural 20.
As far as you can tell, something in the road. It could be anything. They could be monsters laying in wait. They could be rocks. They could be trees suddenly come in, but you don't trust it. Something tells you
Is the wagon still moving?
this is
Yes.
bad. He's driving us in.
Is the wagon still moving?
Slowly. We're crawling along.
Is it not
The
driving?
horse just dropped down on her lower.
Then it's sneaking.
The horse is wrong over.
No.
Just kill them all.
No.
Um,
If it's rock, break wheel, we go slow. I jump out back, go around, flank them, we kill them all. So I'll jump out the back.
I got you.
What?
Oi, mate.
What?
Oi, mate. But what if they're
So
not
So,
alive? What if they're just
how far
dead?
you want me to go?
What are you gonna do
drop
then?
off?
If they're like,
Oh, I'm just jumping off.
Oh, you
I'm just
you're
going.
going.
And darting into the woods and then starting to.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Oh boy, here.
Here we go! 18.
Okay, you're feeling pretty damn stealthy. As you jump off and dart the woods as you start creeping along. As this is happening, you moved a little bit closer. You moved about another 80-ish feet. So you're now at about 220.
Yeah.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, I thought you were gonna say an inch.
No. Now, as you've gotten closer, you realize that something about this seems odd. They're not just mounds. You see brown, and you see red, and you see what looks like flies starting to gather over what you can now see as 2 dead horses.
Oh
What I tell you, mate? You can't go running off before you check and see if it's just like, if it's monsters, if it's a rock, if it's already freaking dead. Like, you can't just go running off like that.
She speaks to the nothing as she's gone already. Or they speak to the nothing.
Well, he's
I
speaking
gotta get
now.
used to that. I'm not used to using weird pronouns.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the pronouns don't really matter. It's she, they, whichever.
Okay, I'm just
I
trying
just
to.
want the backstory with they because like
She said she wasn't used to being in first person. She kept using third person when she played with us the first time. So she's trying to get used to it.
I'm just trying. If she wants the specific pronouns, I'm trying to be sensitive to that. I'm not used to it because that's still very weird in my mind. But I'm trying to do stuff. Anyway, so upon seeing the 2 horses, you both immediately recognize them. These are the 2 horses of the 2 companions that you had gone with. The 2 brothers that were moving ahead of you. You see these immediately as their horses. The monograms saddlebags give it away pretty heavily.
Do we see any footprints or tracks?
From this distance, it's very hard to say. You're gonna have to choose
I
whether
was
you want
gonna
to get
say,
closer.
do we see just the 2 dead horses, or 2 people as well?
You don't see any people. You do see what look like some very rough-looking arrows sticking out of the horses' hides.
You're really trying to kill Oliver and Mike.
It's not supposed to be here.
I guess we'll keep going.
Do I see anything in the woods? Because I'm keeping
As
on.
you're creeping through the woods, keeping pace with them as they're going very slow, as you're sneaking slowly but at a fastish pace. You're seeing this. Make a perception check with disadvantage as you're going through the woods to see if you can see what they're seeing.
That is a 13.
13. As you're darting between trees, watching, looking, watching, and you lean over and you see through a hole in the brush that just happens to be there, you see the 2 horses and the monogram saddlebags. One saying GR and the other one saying, I don't remember the other guy's name.
None.
Gordon
NR.
Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gundren Rockseeker, the guy who promised to pay you for delivering the wagon.
The three brothers from last.
Well, I mean, it's the same.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crocky,
When
what
you know
happened
too
to
much.
them?
Got to be quiet.
Are we still back? Or are we up there now?
You're up to about 100 feet back now,
Okay.
and getting closer,
Crocky,
unless you choose to stop.
Crocky, what happened to our mates?
Is it just
The horses are just here.
Is it just
Why?
3 of us on the cart?
No, there's 2 of you on the cart.
Well, I meant like,
Yes,
It's
you're the only people there.
I'll tell her to stay here and guard the cart. Well, stay here and guard the cart. I'm gonna get off at 100 feet away and I'm gonna start walking up towards it. The
All right.
Dead horses.
Are you gonna stay on the cart?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So, the cart lurches forward as he jumps off, and you wind up about 80 feet back from the horses. As what's your name?
Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah, that changes it.
Bruce
I said,
Wayne.
would you stop changing your name? All right. So, as John Juan here, as Wayne jumps off and starts cautiously moving forward, you stand, grab the reins, tie them to the cart so that the horses won't run off easily. Set the brake on the cart and stand in the front seat watching.
And I keep going through the woods.
As you're creeping through the woods, cutting a bit of a wide berth, you lose track of the road as you're trying to stay out from it a little bit. Wayne, as you move forward, that's going to take a while to get used to. Wayne, as you move forward, you look and you see, there's arrows sticking out of these horses. There's no sign of any humans, or dwarves in this case. No sign of any bipedal things. You do see bloody footprints, and bloody footprints seem to be heading roughly off the road. As you get within 30 feet, and you're like, yeah, I think that this is what's going on. 2 things happen. 1, you creeping through the woods, keeping an eye out, you suddenly see something move, and you're like, wait,
It's a deer.
something moved. And as you look over, you see 2 small greenish creatures with big pointy ears,
Goblins.
scraggly hair, rough clothing hooked over,
Shaggy
standing
clothing?
there with these, shaggy clothing. Standing there with little short bows, and you see one guy, and you see it draw back its bow, and
Eldritch Blast.
okay, so you fire an Eldritch Blast. Roll an attack.
17.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Do I know? Did I see him?
Hang on. You're about to have an arrow fly at you.
Because I got a plan.
Six points of damage.
6 points. All right. You just. How is your Eldritch Blast?
It is it wraps around my hand and it's a bluish kind of glow that just pushes.
So Elsa, but D&D.
Kind of, yes.
As it goes flying forward, the goblin had to pull his bow back, and right as he releases, the Eldritch Blast goes and hits him. As it turns around and sees you and goes, as the arrow goes flying towards Wayne, that's
So that one isn't it?
Another 20.
Oh
as this goes flying at you, the short bow does
Okay, I looked before.
8 points of damage as it slams into you, going right between the 2 plates of your armor, or right between the chains, sinking into your shoulder and just.
How many points do you have?
12.
At this point, we need to roll initiative.
8 points has never hurt that much before.
Well, 8 points is most of your health.
Damn. I rolled an act 1.
Dang.
I rolled a 4.
I'm going to have to use some sort of math for this, even though I don't have the correct math in this case.
I'm about to tell.
I know I've got it somewhere.
Roll for initiative.
Far too long.
Natural 1.
Oh, both of you did.
Yep.
You guys both that one?
Yep. But I have a 4 because I have a +3.
So do I.
That's not the thing. You know what?
Screw it, easiest one. Okay.
Imagine there's a road.
Okay.
That's the wagon.
That's the wagon.
That's the
Yes.
wagon. Okay.
That's the wagon. Thank you, Cara. That shit is like, is that cave reference?
Imagination. Okay.
Okay, so you are. Why'd you push it away from me, doofus?
I don't know.
You are off to this side,
You're just not
and
even
you
on the
are
map.
standing here at the dead horses. Now, where's my goblins? Where are the goblins at?
They died.
I know I got goblins. Don't I?
I'd
No,
be
we got
surprised
rid
if
of
you didn't.
I think I keep them over
Man,
there.
goblins hurt.
Yes.
Well, the first roll being the crit is kind of like.
Man, and I've got a high AC for level 1.
Well, and at 20, the AC doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, but
Welcome to the new campaign where it hurts like hell and the AC doesn't matter.
Yep.
So, that guy is the one that shot you with the nat 20.
Can
This
my
guy
character-
is standing next to him.
My character see them?
Make a perception check.
2.
No.
I don't think even my +2 could add to that.
Alright. Well, I hope you have a backup character because this might not go very long for you. Not with that roll, Jesus. Okay, initiative rolls.
4.
Nat 1 for a total of 4.
18. Somebody's got to roll good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got.
Wait, when 2 players roll the same initiative, do they roll?
Rollies.
Do they roll again and see who goes first?
You can. It's based on dex. So whoever dex is higher would go first. And if you have the same dex, then you would roll these.
16.
16.
Rollies.
So did you roll anything?
Yep.
18.
13. She goes first.
Yay. Where's my spells?
So, character's name was.
Thea.
And then.
Zima.
Zima?
Zima.
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 I can tell I'm gonna have to use your actual names for a while when it comes to initiative.
And Bruce Wayne. Batman.
Close enough.
He's Gabe Man.
The Gate Man.
Alright, so as this exchange happens, all of a sudden, 2 more goblins pop out from the left side of the cart. The one on the right that shot Wayne revealed itself. And Wayne, you start out.
So, Starlight Step. It says you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. But it doesn't say if it's an action or a bonus action.
It should say at the very beginning as a...
It just says you can magically teleport up to
Okay, it's under your bonus action section. See, we're at the top of the
Okay.
bonus actions?
Yep. So, I am going to teleport.
Each square is 5 feet.
Where did...
I thought each square was 5 feet.
Each square is 5 feet, but we also have a 30-foot line that makes it simpler.
Yeah.
That's not any closer.
That's your bonus action. Then
That's
you
your
have
bonus
movement
action,
in your
and then you can move towards him
Okay.
and whack him good.
As the arrow sunk into you, you did see the one that's closest to Zima's
Zima.
there is the one that took the blast. Just barely standing.
So blink 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not making it easier for my character to run over and heal you.
5, 10, 15.
As you... and the goblin's like... And it looks back at her and it's like... As you go running straight up to it.
It's an action to use lay on hands.
Yes, it is.
I gotta use it now because I'm almost dead.
Well, I was gonna heal ya, but
Yeah.
you ran away.
Well, you're 80 feet away, though.
Yeah, you're really far.
Yeah, my walking speed's only 30. But that's speed, so that's...
So I can gain 5, right?
Yeah.
If you
Lay on
use your lay on
hands
hands
is
as your action, you put your hand on yourself and regenerate anywhere from 1 to 5 hit points at your leisure.
Yeah.
You get to choose how many.
Or I could whack somebody.
That's also a possibility.
Smack.
Now Oliver would know what to do because he's good at it. So Wayne's gonna whack him from a whack-a-mole.
Alright, so you pull back your sword and you're like, ah!
Please don't be bad. Oh, 9.
9. You pull your sword back and just, and it scrapes off of this tiny little bit of metal that this thing has on its back. As you just barely able to hit it. Yeah, it says on the front Brussels.
Feel dumb now.
Alright, that is it for you. The one that you just attacked has its turn now. As it just scrapes past it and just turns in. And it drops the bow, pulls out this little short sword and goes,
I'm a distinct feeling your character's probably gonna tell me first.
Probably.
that is a 11 to hit.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it was for 11.
Wait, how
As
much
it
is your
swings
armor?
forward and it just...
18.
It's an 18 right now.
Yeah. I got chainmail plus a shield.
Oh, that's right, because of the shield. I forgot the shield gives you so much of a nice bonus. It swings forward and he goes, and you just go, and just parry it with your shield. As it looks up, he goes, and it turns around and goes running that way.
Reaction.
Would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Alright, roll it.
15.
15 is its armor class. It turns to run and you just swing down at it. Roll damage.
8 damage.
8 damage. As you swing down, it turns to flee. You just take your sword and, much like it just went at you, you just go and it just and falls over.
Vault over.
Okay, the goblinoid on the left side here with the bow is going to run forward 30 feet. No, the one with the bow. It's going to run forward 30 feet towards the cart. Going around the tree, so it's a little bit shorter.
Right there.
Yeah, pretty close. And it's going to take up its bow and it's going to take a shot at Thea.
What's the range on the short bow?
your
short bow
80 feet.
is
80 feet or 320 feet with disadvantage.
So he's right at
Yeah, he's
Well, she's 80 feet back.
She's a little bit further forward now. The horses didn't stay put with the bow.
Ah, okay.
spooked.
It works
I'm gonna
to...
get sniped and then snipe them.
Okay, so that is a 12 to hit.
My armor class 16.
16. So the arrow comes shooting forward, and you just it just bounces off. And you're like, as the one also is going to come running forward, standing next to his friend, and he's going to also let off a short bow attack on you on the cart.
I'm gonna have to snipe them both.
You can certainly try. With a natural 1, he actually takes a short bow and he pulls it back, just and he lets go, and the bowstring goes past the arrow, and he realizes that he's holding the arrow in between his fingers too tightly, and it passed by it, and it's just sitting. Bring us to there.
Yay.
What about that? Or did you roll different initiative from it? Okay. Wow.
I know, I got you.
They're within range of. One moment, please. Crossbow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna snipe him with a crossbow.
Which one are you targeting? The one with the sword or the one with the bow?
Sword.
Alright. They both have swords and bows, but for my purposes, you need to tell me which one.
11. It says hit / DC plus 5. So does that make it a 16?
It just faded. Yeah, that's your plus to hit. So you rolled an 11, so you got plus 5, so it's a 16 to hit. And then your damage is 1d8. You roll a d8 and a plus 3 because of your dexterity makes it a plus 3.
Okay.
So yes, so it hits. Roll a d8, and then add 3
7.
for a total of 7. As you take the crossbow, you pull it up, and you're like, and you look, and you got your finger, and you pull your finger off the bolt, and go, heh, and it just sinks into it, and just. And falls as it falls over.
Wrong.
You said you shot a long sword.
I definitely knew that. Definitely.
Alright, so you have movement, and you have your bonus action if you have one. I don't know if you do or not. Probably not at this level.
Bonus action. I do not have a bonus action.
Alright, you can move or you can stay put for now.
Can I have the 30? Thank you. I'm just gonna move over here.
Alright.
Am I still within range? Yeah.
Of what?
Them.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Everyone's in range of everyone right now.
Yeah.
How sad.
Alright, so that brings us to Zima.
Alright, I am going to pull out my Eldritch Blast again and fire it.
You pull your hand up, and this swirl of bluish energy swirls above your hand, and you just whip your hand forward and go flying forward.
Ooh, goody. That is a 18.
18 definitely hits.
8 points.
8 points. This blast of blue energy goes flying over, hits the goblin still standing there. He's like, and he just hits him. He just and crumbles into a pile.
That is how you do it. And then I will come in 30 feet.
Which makes him not get his turn. He rolled a natural 1 as well. He had less of a bonus than you guys did.
Yep, good enough.
Stick in the square.
Okay, that brings us back to Wayne.
I need the 30 please.
Sorry.
If I go there. Yeah, that's close enough. So I can javelin him. So I want a javelin.
You're running over, you stand partway behind the fallen horse's body. You pull your javelin up and
12.
12. The javelin goes flying right past the goblin's head, and he's like,
You got higher than a 12?
There, AC 15.
What?
AC 15. Add it on.
What kind of goblin are these?
Armor class 15. Oh, it says they have leather armor and a shield. Sorry. I forgot they had a shield. Anyways, their AC is 15.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've run this low level thing, okay?
Yeah.
It's literally been 3 years. Okay, so, that swings us back to the one you just fired at. He looks at you and he's like, as he looses a short bow arrow at you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
That is an 11 to hit. He's going to immediately try to bolt. Unfortunately, where he wants to bolt is the other side. So he's going to
You can
go
come this way if you
30 feet that way.
This one.
Aw,
Yeah, right next to the tree.
I can't snipe him
you
I have to move.
He's still in range. With disadvantage.
As I said, I'm gonna have to move.
Alright, that brings us to Taya.
It's
Thea.
Thea, sorry.
Yoink. Just move over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna snipe him again.
With your short bow? Crossbow?
Yep.
Alright, roll that. Roll it again, where it can actually be useful.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
It's an 8.
Plus.
5.
13.
So 13, just short. As it shoots forward, and the goblin looks back at you and raises the shield just in time to see it glance off of it. Zima!
I'm going to Eldritch Blast him again.
Imagine that.
Maybe I will not.
Your character is going to be spamming Eldritch Flash the entire time.
That's a 16 on the dice before I had my plus 6.
Hits, roll damage.
9.
9 points of damage. As the goblin turns, an arrow, crossbow goes shooting past it. He's like, ah! It raises his shield, deflects it, and he turns to run as blast just
And he has fallen.
as he falls. All is quiet in the woods.
Do I do the little G thing? Bring him back.
Little G didn't come back. Little G was.
Look, he never died.
Yeah, he never died.
Yeah, no. I was gonna teleport and blow him up.
No,
If
we're
either
not.
of you hit him,
How much health do you have now?
4. Are we still in an issue?
No.
Nope.
Everything went quiet.
It's gone quiet. The battle seems to have ended.
I would like to go loot the bodies.
I'm gonna lay on him though.
Oh, I
Alright. You lay on hands to yourself. Make an investigation check as you loot bodies.
I don't find crap. That's an natural 1.
You can't even find the bodies. You're like, I swear they fell around here somewhere. You trip over one. I don't know what that was, but there's got to be some loot somewhere.
I'm gonna look at the
I
horses.
went over and checked on the horses.
Okay. The horses are standing there with the cart, seemingly not too flustered.
I pet the horses.
I'm gonna look at the dead.
Make an animal handling check.
We're gonna check the horse.
You're handling the animals, aren't you? It's in the chest. It tends to be a little bit lower.
And she at the top.
Yeah, hammer.
Oh,
This is the second one.
Oh.
Then I have a order.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
10.
10. You go over and you just, oh, easy. And the horse stomps his foot and leans over and scratch me. You scratch it on his cheek and seems very appreciative.
Happy horse.
I'm gonna check the saddlebags of videttes.
Okay. Going over and checking the saddlebags, you find a couple pieces of food that have been tossed aside. You find a couple of personal items. You find a section of 50-foot section of rope that was left behind. But otherwise, nothing of great note.
Do we need any more rope?
Obviously, you never know when you have to tie someone up.
Oi, mate.
Is it hemp rope?
No, it's silken rope, actually.
Oh, fancy rope.
Oi, mate, that's a fancy rope. Can I keep it?
No.
Which way do the bloody tracks go?
Bloody tracks seem to head off that way, where you saw as the goblin was going to run. It looked that way. You were all there and decided to go this way. It seemed like it might have cut around. But it seems that there is something that way, following the bloody tracks.
Which way?
That's way towards me.
Can I
Where
check
do
the
you
goblins?
want to be?
Can I check the goblins?
Roll investigation.
With my -2.
Roll that 1, you'll have negative 1. Oh, you're doing
11.
better than me.
11. Checking over, you do find that the goblins have some rusty scimitars. The short bows seem to have broken as they fell. You do find about a dozen arrows, very roughly made arrows, but functional amongst the broken other arrows.
Do we need arrows
Yes, mate. Yes.
11 arrows.
Mate. Yeah.
Rough
I
arrows.
use a lot of crossbow bolts
amongst-
and arrows, so that would be very helpful.
Amongst the 4 of them, you find a total of 16 copper pieces.
Whoa.
Money.
So divided by 3 is math.
Yeah, it
Wait,
is.
what number is it?
As you're picking them up, one falls and you only have 15 left.
That's better.
You just don't pick it
Five
up.
each.
5 each.
5 copper pieces each. You do need to keep track of your inventory.
Ah, thank
So
you.
you just got 5 copper. Do you need a notebook?
Yeah.
Woman, notebook.
Last drawer down here.
Grab yourself a notebook, write your character's name, write inventory, and start tracking it.
Here, you
Yes,
take
you
these
can.
arrows.
Hmm?
Tell Carl to take these arrows.
Yeah.
Is she about to have her inventory?
Just take one, flip through, make sure that it's not used. Not that one, that might be him.
Oh,
What? Yeah, I don't.
pretty
I said hemp and arrows.
nice.
Got really floppy shots.
Okay.
Oh, she got a little notebook. Nice.
I like little
You gotta write 11 arrows because I'm
Wayne
getting
is
there.
giving you the 11 arrows.
Okay, copper.
So you have 5 copper and 11 arrows.
Oh yeah.
You do find 4 very, very worn leather armor sets that don't look very good, but that might be something that could be done with the scrap leather if you wanted to.
How many?
4 if you want to strip the bodies.
Of course.
We should probably put it in the cart. And put the cart on the side of the road.
Do you want to?
I'm
You wanna
using
do
my
the-
Russian accent.
Do you want to do
Oh,
the
it's a Russian.
Yeah.
cart
Oh,
inventory, or do you need the cart inventory?
Go ahead, I've done the inventory. I'll take care of my stuff.
Should I just say rough leather armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put
Put
11
4 rough leather
arrows.
armor. And then weird seeing someone writing cursive.
Yeah.
What
Uh,
is that?
Nobody does anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my handwriting. It's.
I can't do print.
You'll learn.
They
Or maybe
really,
you won't.
they really need to teach us.
I will,
I would
the-
totally write in cursive all the time.
Pull the horses and we'll park them off
guys
into
gonna
the
park the
woods a little
horses?
bit. Yes.
There.
You go running, you pull the cart over, and you reach down and pull a lever, and it goes click, 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 and you see a little pea light up and a little magic room.
Yeah.
And the horse goes, click.
We're gonna park it back in the woods a little bit so we go.
Can you still heal me?
Yeah.
Can you heal me, please?
I remember and.
You go over to spells, and you have to click the cast button to use up the spell slot.
I don't mind the
And
spells.
after she does that, I want to get all the bodies together.
No. Spells. Do not want to know here.
Were there any saddles on the horses?
On the horses that are the dead horses?
Yeah, the dead
Yeah, you didn't check the saddlebags.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
put it all
I
in
meant the
the.
actual saddles, so I could.
Oh, yeah,
the saddles
and put them
in
That's
the-
good leather.
Yeah,
We'll
there's,
put those in the
there
cart.
are, you find 2 expensive saddles.
Oh,
You put it all in the cart. 'Cause
You get 12. You get 12
good
health.
night.
It's 1d8 plus 4 and you're
If
rolling
you
it.
get overhealed, do you get
No.
temporaries?
You go back to your maximum.
Okay, but completely unrelated. Well, kind of related. I have a spell that gives me 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
The aid?
No, false life.
That can be interesting.
So,
So you gather the 4 bodies, you take them over to the side, are you going to burn them with the horses'
yeah,
bodies?
I'm just gonna burn them with the horses.
Okay, so with a little bit of effort, you pull them all to the same section, and you throw some lamp oil that you had on you and grab some sticks and stuff around the side and just set up in a hastily made funeral pyre.
Thea grimaces at the fire.
What would you like to do now?
What time is it?
8:20.
And no, I mean in game.
After about 6 hours of travel, it is about 2 in the afternoon.
we should probably follow bloody tracks to get our employers back. I'd like to be paid.
Well,
Do we want to leave the cart here or not?
We pulled the cart into the brush.
I mates, I agree that we probably should go and find our employers, but what do we do if they're dead? Do we still get paid?
Probably
Or
not.
And also, what if someone steals the horses? I mean,
Well, that's why we put them into the woods, so they won't get stolen.
what if someone's just walking around in the woods and they just see 2 horses and a cart and they're just like, oh, it's a wonder.
Then we track them down and we murder them, and we take our horses back. It is very simple.
Oh, mate, you're really murdery, aren't you?
No, I am a realist. Let us go.
Okay, mate, whatever you say.
Let's go kill some.
You're trying so hard with the accent.
You're doing good.
Did they come blade track this way or not?
That way. Towards me.
So we'll put the
Those-
horses.
Yeah, we put the horses that way.
Put the horses in the woods that way.
Okay. Moving the horses. You're gonna move.
Yeah, kind of put some brush behind them.
You're gonna move the cart about 50 yards
Yeah.
off the side of the road, and you find a very. Actually, make a nature check. Whoever's driving the cart.
Plus 0.
That's fine.
Because I have.
Okay, I got plus 0 too. What do you got in it?
+4.
Let her roll it. What'd you get?
Plus
Plus
4.
four. That's better than what we might have got.
Okay, so you start to pull off the side of the road, and Thea
I got a 12.
says, "No, it's over here. You won't go over this way." As you pull about 50 yards off the road, you find this perfect little inlet of evergreen trees that looks almost like a perfect spot, like carts were meant to be parked there. And you pull in, and you back it in.
Is there
You
a
just-
garage door that comes down like
Yeah.
too?
Yes,
You
there
just-
are vines that are susceptible. No.
You pull into the McDonald's driveway.
You back the cart in, keeping ready in case you need to make a hasty exit. But it seems almost like a perfect screen where it's going to be very difficult for anybody to happen to see the cart this far off the road.
Awesome.
Hi, mates. Should we leave the horses some food? I'm not having worried about them.
I can eat grass.
Should we leave them some water? I'm not sure if there's any water around here. I mean, it's not like they can eat the water right out of the trees. They're not
We don't have
natural.
much water.
We're not.
We're not at a river.
We are not going to be gone that long. We are just going over here. We're going to murder whatever took our employees. We're going to bring them back. We're going to go.
What she
We're
said.
not taking 3 days trip.
What if they are 3 days away, though?
Then we come in the cart.
If we come get caught, we take less time on car to go.
Then why are we parking the car in the first place?
Do you want to try to take the car to the woods?
I mean,
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
couldn't we just
Brake wheel?
couldn't we just leave?
Brake axle?
Couldn't we just like bring the horses with us? I
And
know
then
that
I
I
start
start
walking
walking
off.
off, but like.
I'm following him.
We just walk off.
Oh, wait, where you going? Don't forget, Mike!
I don't think she's been in the woods much. We're
So
gonna follow the trail.
make a nature or survival check.
All of us?
Whoever wants to do the tracking.
I'll do a mini
So
check.
she got the best. She got the best.
And with one of them helping, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. Roll 2.
And
Everyone else go.
14.
Plus 4.
18.
you look and you see that the bloody footprints go a little ways, and then there's a little less bloody footprints, and then there's no blood, but you can still look and see the indentations on the ground as it leads further and further away. You track forward, and you're going to spend probably about 2 hours following these footprints. When up ahead you see through a small clearing in the trees, you see and you hear water.
Yes! I'm gonna get a fish! I can slap people with it! I'm very excited by getting a fish.
Right.
Not to be a river.
You see a clearing up ahead, you see a river running down through. You see an opening to a cave, and you see a small copse of trees just on the other side of the river. Moving forward, you would see. This time I'm going to remember the battle cam. I know it's really weird, but I'm not going to remember.
Woo!
Yeah.
Are there fishes?
I don't know. I'm just
Over there.
No, it's not.
Is it not anymore?
Nope. I didn't see it at all.
Can I bring a popcorn?
Yeah. Put it
Sure.
over and pop it.
Pop it up. Pop it up. Pop it up. Alright.
How do you do popcorn?
Scooby snacks.
Yeah, there's
Woo!
How do I do this?
You put it in the microwave.
Belly cafe.
Check it out.
Okay.
Now,
Why?
put that in the roll.
Oh, no, you're fine there. We just have to adjust for other things. Yes, I'll be using them.
Okay.
Put it in the microwave.
For 2 minutes.
For 5 minutes.
5?
Yeah.
Small microwave.
Yeah, my mom pops a big bag in 2
How do
minutes.
I do this microwave?
I guess you turn the knob on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the knob.
Yeah.
Oh, she's turning that?
Okay.
Good.
No. I think I say when we're turning on it.
You just push it in.
Push it in. Yep.
Popcorn.
Now you stay near it, because you don't leave bags to get your trash. No more things. You got wait. I love you, but
You messy.
you know, bags on my walls.
Well, yeah.
You somehow reacted when there was water.
What kid is going to tackle their opportunity to munch candy?
Exactly, that's what's all over here.
I knew why you did it as soon as you did it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was like, oh, kids getting too much candy.
Candy.
Hey, it's right there on the desk, under the book.
Man, it's been a while since I've used this stuff.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the other candy, I hadn't eaten it much.
No.
Difficult is it to like, would it be to turn that rough leather armor into like a water,
A what?
a water skin? Like a canteen, but out of leather?
Water skins tended to be made of stuff that was waterproof to begin with.
It's waterproof.
Well, how would you stitch it to maintain its waterproofiness?
Take stitches out of the armor and stitch them again using a sword.
What? I don't think you use a sword to stitch them.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Do
do
you
you
use
have
a
some
needle? Huh?
Are any of you proficient in leatherworking?
Nope.
No.
Then no, probably not.
I'm proficient in jewelry and stone.
I'm not proficient in anything. Except for heavy armor.
Is popcorn
No.
Wait for 5 minutes.
You gotta wait for it to stop popping so much.
Is that microwave not spinning? Or is
It does, but
the
unless it
bag
gets
is-
so big, it won't.
Yeah, the bag can't rotate it.
It was rotating a minute.
Yeah, you can see it rotating underneath. It's just the bag's too big. Thought it something terrible.
Alright.
Where are we at, Mike? So I can go ahead and place our characters?
Oh, yes. You are right there at her stack of dice.
Man, why are they heavier than all?
Okay.
Because they're better.
What?
That was a very visceral response. What? They're better. What?
Yeah, imagine, but not hitting people.
Good.
Here, hand me a couple of those little.
Testicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause the last one's probably.
Probably not.
Just a couple.
Two.
Yeah. What is it?
You should two.
That's a couple.
Or you could say a couple, which is two.
A couple is 2, a few is 3 or more.
Oh. See, I interpret it as a couple is 2 to 3, and like some is.
More?
Do you know that a set of people who are interested in each other, or in my case,
There you go.
me and your mother as a married couple,
We'll just leave this sitting here.
couple is 2.
Irrelevant.
No, it's not relevant. That's literally what it is.
It's irrelevant in my opinion.
Okay.
Alright. Breakdown's over.
Okay, so, ahead of you, you see the river crunching down through there. You step up through there and you see that the footprints are heading over towards the cave.
Is the cave, the water?
The water is coming out of the cave entrance.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Is the fish in the water?
From here, you can't see.
Do we see any body? Anything?
Make a perception check.
Creature?
What about fire coming from the cave?
Yes, there's a fire-breathing cave.
Natural
Fire
one!
coming
I
from
didn't
the
quit
cave.
using these
Not a
dice.
fire.
Oh, you're looking for light.
Yes.
Okay. That's not what you said.
I know. I'm bad at saying things.
Sorry, what were you doing?
Natural one, I have to quit using those dice.
Alright. She says,
No people.
do you guys hear water?
I was looking for peeping. Peeping. People.
You
Peep.
were peeping.
I was peeping.
Anybody else want to make a perception check? I'll let one more person do it.
Sure.
What's your perception? Mine's a +3. Yours is probably a +3.
+2.
Oh, mine's better. But that roll probably is. Oh,
Nice.
it's a
Nice.
22.
Nice. Okay, so as you are standing here peering, you see a dull flicker of light coming from the cave. But what catches your attention more than that is quiet whispers.
That was gonna be the fish.
And as you focus in, you see through
I knew I should have took Goblin as a language disorder.
I mean,
through this area of rough trees here, you see movement in this area behind it. You can't see much of what it is, but you see there's at least 2, and you hear the quiet. And you gather that there are at least 2 goblinoids hiding in a little alcove there. And also with that, you hear, strangely enough, something that sounds like a music box.
where's the
You
fish?
hear dun 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 coming from the same area.
The goblins are just having a dance party.
You don't
It's
hear
so
anything.
nice.
You're like, there's water? I hear people. Where? Over there across the river in that little forest area.
I go measure them.
I don't know. Do you see any fish in the river? I need a fish. I can't explain why. I just need a fish.
That can wait.
First we kill you, then we fish. I've got to swing out some and stealth around to see if I can go around through the bush behind.
Alright, well, stealth. Well, either of you have to do that.
I want to teleport to him, but I want to wait until she's in a good spot to do it.
No, you're way far away.
Yeah, I know.
14.
Okay, 14 stealth.
I can't stealth across open field.
That's why I'm going
You
around.
can certainly try.
I'm not Agris.
Can
I
don't
see
need
more?
more?
Can I stealth into the trees?
Certainly.
Let's split the party again.
Splitting the party Security is definitely a good idea.
I'll go with, what's your name again?
Zima?
Yeah, her.
Okay, so you're gonna try to stealth off with her?
Yep.
Alright, your stealth is a.
14.
And your stealth is a.
I gotta roll my stealth too.
Do you have disadvantage with chainmail?
Yep.
Okay.
That's cocked.
It's not bad. It wasn't that cocked.
Huh?
You're taking the lower one anyway, so.
Okay, well, it was a 15 and 11.
Yeah.
So that's a
So you take the
13.
11.
16.
13 total.
Okay, so 13, 14, and
16.
16. Alright. What kind of armor are you wearing? Does it say, does it have a D next to the stealth?
I think you're in chamber.
Wait. I'm in skill mail.
I'm pretty sure that gives you disadvantage.
May not. I don't remember.
Why don't this stupid thing go away? Yeah, it has a D next to it.
So you have to roll with disadvantage.
So roll again.
So roll again and take the lower of the two.
That was even better.
It's still a 16.
Very good.
You got a -1?
No, she had the lower
Oh.
one first.
Yeah. Brain not working.
That's alright. Level 1, man. The game's very different at level 1.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I almost died.
the two of you dart off to the right. You dart off to the left.
Stealth.
Cautiously moving forward. You are going to stealth forward to where? As you move forward, you see that the entrance to the cave is right there.
I just stealth over to here, I guess.
Alright, so you cautiously and quietly move up to there. The two of you go out around to the right. The river continues down. You're going to have to cross over the river to come up through there. Make a secondary stealth check to see if you can get across the river quietly.
How do you cross a river quietly other than teleportation?
You slowly. You don't go like jumping through the water. You slowly move through. You try to jump over.
I am going.
Would you like to try to do it in a different way other than to carefully cross the river? You can try to jump it if you want. You can try to jump it quietly. You can.
It's only 5 feet across.
The river is roughly 5 feet across. It.
What's the jumping distance that you can do?
It is something times your strength.
Because I got a 15 strength.
Yeah, you'll be able to jump it.
But the question is stealthily.
Yeah, that's why I want a secondary stealth check. Jumping. Long jump is 10-foot run up equals your strength modifier. And the standing one is half your strength modifier. No, half your strength. Straight, not modifier. So what's your strength?
15.
15. So you can jump 15 feet with a 10-foot run up.
Wow, that's really far.
15
So you
feet
can
is a
jump-
very long jump.
So you can jump 7.5
But standing
without,
still, you can run. You can jump half your strength, so 7 feet standing still. So you can creep up to the edge of the thing and then just go and jump over it, which is still pretty solid. A 5-foot standing jump is pretty impressive.
I don't want to get my feet wet.
Well then,
Wet feet is not fun.
make a secondary stealth check real quick.
Either way, I'm gonna roll like that. Oh, natural 1.
Okay. And what about you, Zima?
I am trying to check something real quick.
Okay. So you go up to the edge, and you're like, yeah. And you jump and just land right in the middle of the river. You don't go face first, thankfully, but your jump just pops up short
Okay, that one.
as you just splash into the center of the river.
Can I get up and go moo?
Moo.
Make it sound like a cow?
I'm going to use my
Okay.
face step, and I am going to
How often can you face that?
twice. I'm going to face step over. I can face step 30 feet, so I'm going to go all the way up to the edge and face step all the way to 30 feet past this guy,
Okay.
and just
Make
keep
a
going.
performance check for me,
Oh boy.
Wayne.
+3.
That's not bad considering.
Oh, a 21.
You splash, and immediately, as soon as you splash, you just go. And then you splash, splash, splash. Splash, splash.
That sounds like a zombie
And then
cow,
you
not
one
a
more time
cow.
go. Fading it off as the cow seems to be moving away.
Oh, they totally buy it.
What do you do?
Nice. You roll a 21.
Can I see them from where I am?
From where you are, you can see the edge of a bow sticking out from around the edge of a tree that's there. It's more brush than trees, mostly undergrowth. But yeah, very good performance check there, buddy. So
And I just noped out of that. Nope,
And she
nope,
just-
nope, 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 nope.
Is she
Okay.
convinced by
Nope.
she
I
saw
watched
you.
you
She
do
saw you do it.
No, you blinked out of it.
Yeah, I saw you do it and I went, nope, 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 nope,
She
nope,
she
nope.
blinked out as you did it. If nothing else, she blinks back into existence, hears you, and goes, "Dang, that's convincing. If I didn't know better."
That's a free steak right there.
She turns around and like lets loose. Ah, steak! And that's how your character died.
Yep,
That would be
that's
so.
what I did.
That would be so
If I was a
good.
minotaur.
How did your character die? My performance check was too convincing, so they decided to eat me. Oh, that's awful. Okay, so you step out of the river and you're like, soggy feet, whatever. And you continue to creep up through as she appears there, and you come just right up next to her, and she just looks at you like, just like, "Moo."
I just shake my head and keep stealthing.
So you creep forward, and as you get close, you're about 15 feet back, but you can see through. As you see through, you see one of the goblinoids standing at the edge, peering just a little bit through the brush, looking around to where you know she's hiding. You can't see her, she did a pretty good job stealthing, but you know she's right in that area. And then the other one, its back facing you, is standing over this strange looking creature. You see a humanoid body with stumpy little legs. You see.
Is it a halfling? Is it a hobbitess?
You're hiding over there, Shush. You see these stumpy little legs. You see these large leaf-like ears and a trunk on the front of it. This
Elephant man.
black dyed leather armor covering it, and it looks like a little elephant. And you see this like twinge of blue to his skin. It's a slight bluish tan to this elephant-like creature as it's laying there. And you see the goblin has its back facing to you, is trying to yank something off of its strange stump-like hands. And you see as it's got its hand wrapped around one of the fingers, there's a light coming off where it's pulling on. And you hear the doo-doo-doo-doo coming from it as it's trying to...
I'm gonna rush him.
And it's trying to pull this ring off.
I'm gonna rush him.
Eldritch Blast.
So,
Can I
you
swipe
go
the
rushing forward as an Eldritch Blast lights out. Everyone roll initiative.
Yes, that's better than what it was.
19.
19 here, 14 there,
12.
12 there. All right. All right. We've got Taya, followed by
How many are there?
That's what
What
I
in
was.
the world?
Follow.
and then the Minotaur.
What?
I think you're on the wrong list.
Was
I
my
was
move?
wondering how many follow bys I can get off before somebody
Was
says
my move?
The Minotaur's like,
confusion.
I smell a female. Where is she?
There was
And the Minotaur comes crashing through going, "Grrr!" Blushing slightly. Okay, so, Taya, Thea. So hey, it's the first session, y'all cut me some slack.
Yep.
Thea, as you see the goblin who was peering out, you recognize it and you see it turn suddenly, and in this one moment you see the opportunities, you leap into action. You go first.
So can I see it or not?
Yes.
No. You saw it turn.
Just said shut up. Yeah, that's what I said.
As you saw it turn, you lost sight of it, but you know that something back there distracted it. And you make the assumption that your friends have distracted them, and you have the opportunity to get the jump on them if you can move quickly.
Run!
So can I move like up to the bank of the river and shoot it?
Moving up to the bank of the river, you can just see him as he turns to start running.
Alright, once again using the cross.
As a little elephant.
The elephant man!
With a spear.
The iconic elephant man!
He's gotta exist.
He's got it.
Nice roll.
17?
I can make you roll it again if you want, since it wasn't intentional. Or I can let you have it.
I'm good with this.
Alright, 17 hits, roll damage.
Six.
9.
That's it.
I have a +3.
Yes, you have
That's a D8.
I have a +3.
Oh, I thought you were. Yeah.
Crossbow is a D8.
Brain! I thought she's talking about 9 on the dice. She always says
9,
She
but
always
that's a D8.
says the dice number.
Session 1. Session
Session
1.
one.
Okay, so the goblin turns and it's like, as it leaps forward, your crossbow bolt catches it right between the shoulders and it drops instantly. You have bonus action left if you want to have anything, and you still have 20 feet of movement if you'd like to try to move.
Can I see if I can catch a fish in the river?
Make a
What
perception
about
check.
helping her? I helped. And how to get a fish?
Perception or investigation, whichever one you want.
Determined.
I have a +4 for investigations. I'm gonna do it. So roll these on.
Yeah.
19.
Not bad. So, stepping up there, you fire your crossbow and you're like, and the goblin goes, ah! And you're like, ha-ha! I'm going to fish in this river. As you look and you see that there is a net strung across the river so that anything flowing down will get caught. And you see in the net a fairly large trout.
Can I grab the fish?
You can certainly try roll animal handling. Because you're literally handling an animal.
Yeah?
This will be interesting. Please, match 1. 14.
14. You look at the fish and you're like, whack! You slap the fish and you grab it by the tail and you're like,
I have the weapon of fish.
So you now have a
fish of tape.
fish, yes. You may add it on your inventory as a great club if you want it to be a large one that's based on strength. Or you can add it as a rapier, if you will. No, rapier's still stabbing it. You need a one-handed blunt weapon that uses
Maul?
dex.
A dagger?
A mace.
Mace?
A mace. Well, you can add it in your D&D inventory as a mace. And you just keep it as your fish mace. We'll catch up with it later. But just write down you have a fish mace.
What if I want to use the fish mace?
Damn. Expert.
It does. A mace does. How much damage?
Fish. I'm just gonna have a fish mace and a frying pan club.
A mace does. 1d6 damage.
I mean, technically, with the scales, couldn't it be slashing damage?
No.
Oh!
That doesn't work.
It's a magic fish! Game! No.
A mace does 1d6 damage.
I'm trying to go in here, but it's not letting me. I think my computer is unhappy at the moment.
Yeah. My tablet's running slow tonight.
It might be getting up here.
1d6 bludgeon.
Well, she's online with her friends, so that's probably not helping.
Yeah. I think I'll add it to yours in a minute. Alright, so that brings us to Wayne.
I got a fish.
So, which one is still the one messing with the little elephant?
At this point, he lets go of the hand of the elephant man and just and he turns around and says, as he reaches for his sword.
I'm gonna charge him. And I'm gonna slash at him. That's an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is.
That is 6 damage.
6 damage. You reach out and just as you nearly cleave him in half, but he's just barely standing. He turns. Bring us to Zima.
Eldritch Blast.
You just
Do you have a weapon or is it just
Natural 20.
Oh, he's this way.
completely obliterated. You only have 1 hit point left.
E16.
As you take more than double his hit points, he had full hit points, as he crumbles to the ground, falling over top of the little blue elephant man, laying there seemingly unconscious. Things get quiet. Hear the rush of the river.
Can I jump?
You hear a cackling and a flapping noise.
Can I jump over the river?
Yeah, you can jump over there.
Are we still in
I
initiative?
will
No.
come
I'm
and
gonna pull the.
help pull
the
the
goblin
goblin
off
off
of-
him.
Okay. You grab the goblin, you fling him off the elephant man. The little elephant man's sitting there, is laying there unconscious. You see strapped across his back a small harp-like instrument, and you see
Yes, it is a bard.
you see the ring that is on his finger has a little imprint of a shield on it, and the imprint is the shield behind it, the background behind the shield is glowing slightly, and it's you can hear it just do 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 do, but you hear it slowly do 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 as the glow slowly fading away. As you see this creature is slowly, the breath is starting to get more labored and slowing down.
So, medicine check?
So,
So
I jump over
little one, come, you must heal.
okay.
You can do a medicine check to try to stabilize if you want, if you don't want to use a spell slot.
I don't have.
I have nothing healing wise.
Yeah, I know.
I have a +2 medicine check.
I got a plus 7.
Mm.
Or not plus. I got a plus 3 medicine check.
I was like, plus 7 medicine. Jeez, how'd you do that as early on? So you grab what you can nearby and you're going to try to stabilize him. And you can see that there are a couple arrows stuck in, there's blood seeping out, and you can see that his life is slipping away.
Do I get advantage because he's helping?
Yes, you can.
Actually, we're all help as well.
Yeah, I just run over fish in hand.
A 20.
20. You natural?
No.
Okay.
It's 18 plus 2. Or
Yeah,
21.
So you work your way over and you see this, you're like, and you're just like, you instinctively grab your arrows, twist and pop, and then you put pressure on the wound as you grab some of the silken rope and you bind it, called tourniquet.
Yep.
You put a tourniquet on the slow bleeding off one of the arms. You grab a couple of scraps of fragments of cloth that you had taken from the goblins. You look at it, it's like, you rinse it off in the river real quick and wrap it up in there, bind it tight, and you see him just as you bind it tightly. You seem to have stabilized him for the moment, although he's still unconscious.
Alright, guess what?
You got a fish.
I got a fish! I can slap people with it! I'm so happy! It's the best day of my life during this adventure.
Have you never seen a fish before?
You
seem kind of
voice
excited.
down. We don't know what's in the cave.
Alright. Sorry, mates. But, is Mr. Elephant going to be okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
You sure about that? He looks like he's been impaled by
I'm
several
pretty
arrows.
good at medicine and seeing if people are dead or not. I don't know why I went to a complete southern accent just now.
Good southern one.
It's what had to be done.
So, I didn't cast Cure Wounds.
No.
Okay.
You did not use
You need to
spell
save
slot.
this spell slot.
So he is unconscious in front of you.
Alright.
You do see that he has a small pack on his side. And the hard-like thing, he has a spear that is tucked across his back. And I will tell you what else you see on him, but my computer is
How big is he? I mean, can one of us carry him?
he is considered small.
So,
He's just about 3'5", almost 4, or just over 3 feet, maybe close to 4 feet. It's hard to tell him laying down.
how heavy?
Elephants are fairly
They got thick.
thick. He is roughly 170 pounds,
So I could
which
just.
is
Yeah.
bulky for a tiny guy, but
Should we take him across the river?
We should definitely hide him across the river.
Okay.
Put him in the bushes.
Put him in the bushes.
Maybe.
And then we'll go into cave, find the
Kill
killers,
everything.
kill everything, then come back.
Should
Give
we
the
let
little man.
Should we let him know something just to explain, just in case, make sure he knows what happened, make sure he knows that he's probably going to be alright, and if he's not, it's not our fault. It's God's fault. We did nothing. And,
If he doesn't wake up, he's not going to get out. I think it'll be alright.
yes, but like, if he does wake up, which
So
hopefully
I'm
does.
gonna take him across the river.
We'll put him in the bushes and kind of plant the bushes up around him so
right there.
okay. As you are moving him, you need to make a perception check. How will you do?
Seven.
12.
2! I got 4.
Totals of?
12.
4.
Okay. You hear the clinking of glass inside his pouch. And a slosh.
Don't look at him.
What kind of woman do you think I am?
I
Open the house.
Looking in the pouch, you see 2 vials of red liquid.
I open one and smell
Make an arcana check.
it. 17!
I was lost
17.
Arcana.
You've seen this. You've not held one personally, but you've seen it. This is a healing potion. Looks like the bullfrog.
I pour it down his throat.
Unexpected. Okay. I get it.
Yes, not mine, so. Hold on, big man.
Roll 2d4 plus 2. Please.
6.
Alright, he heals 6 hit points. That's the wrong button.
Don't kill him, 6.
Just a second, please.
The volume is off yet. It still plays noises on D&D Beyond. But now it doesn't.
Just wants to measure up.
How can I roll that just now? Or that.
Refresh your page, Todd. Your mace is now in your attack of weapons as options.
I have a trout mace. I can
I'll
smack.
edit it later.
A true
Just
mace?
the trout. But how much did you kill him?
6.
I can smack people with a fish now. Smack.
4 on the dice plus 2.
Okay. So,
I have a fish.
as this happens, you pour it down his throat and you just.
You could do that over there or over there.
He spits some of it out.
Dad, be careful, little man. You are hurt badly.
Oh, mate, are you
You see
alright?
his eyes light up a little bit, and you see a smile come across his face. He goes, "Hiya, gang! Hiya, hiya, hiya!"
That is
Oh.
disturbing.
I'll kill.
What was that?
Oi, mate.
We used one of your healing potions.
I hope you're alright with that, mate.
Oh,
Just wanted
yeah,
to
that's
make sure
good.
you
I'm
you
very glad
survive.
that's the thing. That didn't get a chance to use it on myself. You know, these guys jumped me awful quick, and whew, didn't expect that. Saw these guys they dragged one of the guys up in the cave. I was gonna go help them because I like helping people because I'm a nice guy.
Just one?
You got a name
Oi,
there,
mate.
friend?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Max.
Oh,
Yes,
Max.
I knew his name was gonna be Mr. Max.
Max.
Just
And he's a
one?
little blue elephant.
Max, a little blue. I'm not an elephant. I'm a human being.
Max, the little blue elephant.
Human being. So they only took one, you saw.
Yeah, one little dwarven guy.
Oh,
was-
that is funny. They took two of our employers.
Oh, and someone ran off through the woods. I assume maybe one of them. I don't know.
Oi, mate.
I know this one's here, and I'm gonna see what I can do with them. Besides, there was like a dozen of them going that way. I was not dealing with that alone.
Oi,
Yes.
mate.
As a matter of fact, apparently two is too much.
We go in, we kill them all. This is good plan.
Yeah.
I'm here to help, and I like to help.
Oi, mate.
I like you,
I
Max.
need to know some
I'm a
information.
very likable
Did-
character, I've been told.
Mr. Max, sir.
Very charismatic.
Mr. Max, sir. I need to know. Did the dwarven man look like he was alive or dead? Because that's some very crucial information. If he looks like he was dead, that's very bad. We lost an employee. If he looked like he was alive, that's also bad. We have to continue the job.
We are going in
Well,
no
if
matter
your
what.
job was to take care of this guy, I mean, even if he's dead, you gotta go get your money out of his body, don't you?
I mean,
We
fair
have
enough.
to take them
They get paid to get
back.
paid, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, see, that's the good thing.
We are going in.
fair
We are
enough.
going to kill everything.
I don't know about killing everything, but I mean, we should definitely, see
Well,
if we can help.
not the
Mate,
employee.
I'm not real big on killing everybody.
I was about to say, mate, if you're planning on betraying our employer and killing him,
No
then
employer,
I think half of his fair
no
share.
children, no pets. Anything else, fair game.
What if there's a savage cat, a little tabby cat that works with the goblins that
No
hates-
pets,
hates
no
humanity?
children, no employers. Everything else, fair game. Let
Wait,
us go.
So would you kill
I
the
have
goblin
standards.
employer, or would you not because they're an employer?
They would be my employer, so I would not kill
The goblin employer, the employer of the goblins.
the employer. I do
Got
not care who the
specialty
employer
max.
is as long as they pay me. Employer.
But if they didn't,
No kill.
but if they didn't pay you, they were paying
Then
the
I'll
goblins.
kill them.
Alright then, but I need to make sure I stay on your good side and pay up.
Yes. This is good.
Hey,
Da,
Max.
da. Let's go.
You got any specialties?
Oh, yeah. He pulls his harp out and he goes, do.
So you're a musician.
Are you a bard?
Some call me that. I prefer to think of myself as a performer.
Max the Performer. That's your new name.
So, Mox.
Max the
Why did I
Performer.
pronounce it Mox?
Yes, Moxie.
So,
I want
Max,
to see that cleavage.
I want to know something. This is just like purely curiosity.
Oh, we can.
Are you part of like a band or something? Because you seem really quite good. It would be cool to see your talents with other people, especially if they're as good as you.
I tend to perform alone, actually. It's one of my things. But, I don't have to be alone. I just haven't found anybody who
This
can
side of the river or
quite
this
match
side of the
my...
river? Are we on this side of the river?
Probably this side
Oh,
of the river.
I
So
understand.
he's still over here.
That makes sense. I mean, I haven't really found anyone who I can really work with in my masonry work because I just don't get along with anyone, and also I do things differently than most people, so I completely understand.
I can't
So you like working with rocks then, huh?
Yeah.
That's always a fun thing, I guess.
Yeah, especially when you grow up with a giant hill next to your house that was just like completely rocks and crystals. It was fabulous. I learned so much. And then they picked me up to go further my skills. And now I'm here. Concerned.
Have we done bonding? Let's go.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna search
Mike.
the goblin bodies.
You find similar things to more of the rough leather armors, so you can change that up to 6. You find that these two, the short bows, are in decent condition, don't seem to be broken, and you find an additional 15 arrows.
Oh, wait, can I have the arrows?
Yeah. You got
Bite,
to them. And 2 short bows?
2 short bows.
What condition? Rough or?
They're a little rough, but
You
they
said-
seem serviceable.
You said 15?
15 more hours, yes.
Okay, bows.
You can just write down short bows. Yes.
Okay. Trying to make it more flair.
Also, mates, so say there are a bunch of goblins in there and we do murder them all and we loot them. Are we splitting the pocket change evenly, or whoever loots the bodies first gets it? What are we doing?
I already split it, so I gave you 5 copper.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, for previously.
Yep.
Oh,
So the question you're asking is already been answered.
Yes.
I meant this time.
It's
It's
a.
I'll tell you what, man, I don't need to worry about it. I play for my money, so, I'm not worried about something. Now, find something good in there that I can find useful. Yeah, we'll see about that, but I earn my money.
You seem like the kind of guy that likes a silk rope.
Silk rope. I mean, it's better than the hemp one. The hemp was a little bit rough. The silk is smooth.
I walk into the cave. Actually, I stealth into the cave.
You stealth into the cave.
Oh,
We
yes,
stealth
it's
into
gonna
the
be fun.
cave.
Let's go save that guy.
Alright, mates, let's go! I cannot with this voice, I sound so stupid.
Yeah, you're not funny.
Oh, I love Max already.
Same.
You're actually doing quite well. Can you stand him up, please? I mean, come on. I will actually probably
Yeah.
design his own custom mini, so I don't use that
Is
one.
he a human?
He's an
He
elephant!
looks like a little blue elephant.
He's an elephant!
Oh, we.
23 stealth.
For the point of reference, well, she's stealthing. I don't know if you guys want to follow her.
I'll
or
follow
follow
her.
her
Oh,
scout ahead.
stealth.
For point of reference, Max is designed after a friend of ours that died.
Oh, yeah.
He's his name was Max Rubo,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and he always everyone would say Max Rubo from Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was Max Rubo, but he always had his avatar online was Max Rebo because his name was so close to it. We were very close friends with him,
Oh,
and
yes.
and he died about 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
She's really sad.
Yeah.
But we were really good friends with him, and since we started playing D&D, every campaign there's a little blue elephant somewhere.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 for
So there's a
stealth.
little blue elephant, and his name's always Max.
He used to say, I'm not an elephant, I'm a human being.
Yes, his big thing he'd say, "I'm not an elephant, I'm a human being." Not a being,
A
being.
being.
I'm a human being.
He's just a bean.
So yes, I put him in every campaign to honor his memory.
Yeah. And on the one
In this
the
case, with
memory
3
of the
players, a 4th NPC that I'll control to help even the party out. And since he always is a bard,
Mm-hmm.
because Max loved his music and he was, to me anyway, a very charismatic person. So
Oh, yes.
it's our way of honoring
Yeah.
him and continuing to play games with him even though he's passed.
He must have been charismatic. He convinced y'all to watch Killing Clowns from outer space.
He did not. I saw it before I met him. We just convinced your father to watch it with us.
Anyway,
Rather than charismatic.
the point is,
Stealth was at 10.
8.
I miss him a lot, and that's why he has the ring that can't be removed.
Yeah.
And it plays the song, It's Been a Long Time, It's Without You, My Friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's my homage. So I miss him quite a bit. Anyway, moving forward.
I've stealthed in.
Okay, who's
23.
moving forward and who's not?
I
following
moved
her.
forward.
I
Yeah,
tried to
23.
stealth, but I got an 8.
Okay, so you got a 23,
At 10.
a 10, and an
8.
8. Okay, so as a let's see, Max can still. Yeah, Max got a 16. So as you stealth forward, you go very quietly. You're somewhat
Sort of
quiet.
blew
behind
into
her.
the walls.
You start making a bit of noise, and Max somehow, takes the noise you're making, and through a weird combination of whispers and makes the noise you're making kind of blend in to the burble of the stream, covering your lack of stealthiness with a very convincing cover.
We are in water. No need to fear us.
As a group, you pass the stealth check.
Woo!
Group
Yay!
stealth check.
I
So-
rolled an 8.
Yeah, but
move.
between everybody else, they did well enough that it could cover for your move. So moving forward, you see.
Wait, are we in the river?
Go
Yes,
up.
you have to walk up the river. Well, if you walk next to it, there's a tiny path,
I'm gonna walk
and you
next
see
to
a couple
it.
of stone steps leading up to the right, to an opening on the right side.
I'm gonna hold my hand up and slide up that way just to take a peek.
All right, make a perception check.
Is it dark? Because I do have dark vision.
There is torchlight.
Okay. That is a. Go back to perception. 14.
Okay, looking in, you see that there are 3 very scraggly-looking wolves in a opened area. They are chained, but they're chained loosely. The loose chains allow them to roam this cavern, but not exit it.
Okay.
Can I do divine sense, which allows me to detect good and evil?
You have to read it to me. I don't know
As an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of the next turn. And you can sense anything affected by the house spell or know the location of any celestial being undead within 6 feet that is not behind the cover.
Okay. Yeah, you can use that. You sense nothing.
I turn around and whisper to the big guy. They are pets. We leave them be. We go past them.
You did notice that there was what looks to be a incline leading up to a opening at the top of an incline. At the top of the incline, you see a very large flickering. You would intuit that there's a large fire up through that opening, and you see that there are chicken bones, scraps, bones of some humanoids possibly.
Okay.
It seems to be some sort of trash chute from some larger chamber up front. You do see that the wolves are like gnawing on a couple of the bones that got tossed down. You see scraps of leather armor that they're chewing on. It's essentially a trash chute that leads up to a much larger area.
Be very quiet.
Can we hear people?
Make a perception check.
No.
Nice. Very nice. Up through there, you hear
Mainly do I hear screaming.
no, you don't hear screaming. You hear more goblinoid speech. And from the general tone changes of it, it seems to be celebratory of some sort. There's a very high energy happiness to it.
I think they're celebrating.
Tell Dragon Girl, leave pets alone.
Dragon
Go
Girl, leave
past.
pets alone. Go past them.
And we'll just keep still.
Pass it to Max.
Boy, Max. Don't hit the pets.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Alright, perception checks from the wolves with advantage because of their keen sense. Even with advantage, not very good. Highest one was so that just fine. So you very cautiously and carefully sneak ever so quietly past. As you get past, you see that there is a suspended bridge going across over top, seeming to lead from an open cavern on the left to an open cavern on the right.
Wait, so where are the...
As you see,
Oh, we're on this one.
there is a bridge over top.
Is there anybody on the bridge?
Make a perception check.
6. Ain't nobody on that bridge.
You look up, it's dark, you have dark vision, but the way the light is flickering, it's making the shadows dance. You think there might be, but you can't really know for certain.
You see something. It's like it's one of the shadows. It's like, is that something? No, it's not something. Because the torchlight flickering, making the shadows dance, makes it very hard to tell.
Big man. You see anything on the bridge?
Do I see it?
Make an perception.
16.
16. She's sitting there looking, and this can be a theme, I swear, because you can't see.
I can't see shit. Sorry.
You can't see very well at all. As you look up at
I've done good.
you tap her on the shoulder and say, "How'd you miss the goblins sitting there staring at us?"
How'd you miss the goblin sitting there staring at us?
So there's a goblin sitting on the bridge with its legs dangling over the side of the bridge, and it's like looking at you guys like.
As if it's blessed.
Wait, so the goblin knows that?
The goblin, you look up, and the goblin's like
Eldritch blast.
shocked, staring at you like, what? You know, that moment where it just.
Am I within 30 feet?
Are you within 30 feet? With it being up above, just.
If her Eldritch Blast doesn't kill it, I'm going to javelin.
Okay. As it goes, you see as you pull this blue energy up and you take your javelin back, it goes, and it's that movement where you actually show aggression where it goes, and it jumps up and starts to turn and run.
Oh my god. 15.
15 is its armor class.
6.
Alright, 6 points of damage. Javelin?
Please work.
You're right.
That's for me.
Natural 20. Nice. Roll damage.
It's a D6. 8 plus. So 10 damage.
10 damage. As it goes up, it goes, as it, and slumps over. Quiet. Takes the cavern again. You stand for a tense moment, wondering if it was heard.
Guys, what's going on? What's going on?
The burbling of the stream continues.
Ominous. Just Tiamat shows up.
Yeah. Suddenly, the cave explodes as Tiamat emerges. It's quiet. Fairly certain you just got away with it. Nothing seems to be stirring. You wait for a tense minute or two. Nothing seems to change in your surroundings.
Okay. And we start stealthing again.
Alright, now that you've revealed yourselves, give yourselves another stealth check, please.
Please don't roll a 2.
There's also,
Natural 20.
because I don't realize, a pathway to the left that you did not previously notice.
Hey, nat 20! But I have disadvantage!
8. Disadvantage sucks.
15. Sorry, 16.
Okay, so
Natural 20 for 25.
25,
16.
16, 8, and for Maximus Reduff, that is going to be a 18.
Character with heavy armor.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
18
me
for
all the
Max.
time.
Okay, so you guys follow Max's idea from when she rolled badly. You're chinking. He puts his hand on it and quiets you, shows you how to move a little bit quieter as groups up just to see. So now, from where you're currently standing, you have a path up in the wolves behind you. You have a path to your left that's a rocky outcropping that goes up a little ways. Seems like a pretty rough terrain, but it seems to go up gently slow. And then ahead of you, going under the bridge, you can continue on an upward slope up around to the right.
Does any light coming from over here?
Up that way, looking up through there, you do see that there is light up from, looking up through there, you can just see the edge where it tops off, and roughly from the left, there's a little bit of light. It's very hard to see up this path. The way it twists and winds, you can just see a sliver of that big where it reaches the top.
Is there any light
You don't see any goblins near the bridge. You do see a flickering light from the right across the bridge.
Which way is right?
Towards the right.
Oh.
Which way should we go?
Do we want a little light or a lot of light?
Little first.
We'll go up the steep cliff. You and me go up there first? Or how high is it?
Which way do you want to go?
We're gonna go up
Up
the
the
steep cliff.
steep.
The rough terrain?
Straight towards you. Yeah.
Okay, 5.
Going up that way, you have a fairly steep passage, and it is.
I don't know why, but I'm suspicious that it can be black pudding.
I'll sneak up first because I don't.
I doubt there's gonna be
Well, I was
pudding,
gonna,
but
if
still.
it's, I was gonna teleport. Because
How many times do you need
I can do it one more time.
I can only do it one time too. You might want to save it just in case.
And I
Okay,
guess
it's-
it's over.
It's roughly 40-ish feet up through there. You do see that there's a lot of stone built up. It's rough terrain, and you're gonna have to be careful not to knock any stone loose and cause a rock slide here.
Can I get alone?
Sure. I mean, that's between you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go in front? I know a lot about stones. I live like right next to a giant hill that was really collapsible. For some reason. My parents just kind of let it
You
on.
wanna climb first?
Or do you
wanna climb first?
I want to climb first.
Be quiet.
You gotta be very quiet.
Yeah.
You don't want to not go walk down.
Also, if I see any goblins, smacking them.
Alright, so Thea is going to take her
That's
lead.
not for
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go first.
Go. God! Bang!
Yeah.
Alright, so Thea, you are going to take the lead, moving forward. You see the way these rocks are sitting. From your nature of knowing rocks, having worked with them, your ability to work with stone, you gauge the size and shape and how they're sitting and just how stable they are. Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
Oof. Come on.
It's a 19, you're
21.
with advantage.
Good advantage.
Always try for the natural 20. Okay.
21.
So 21, you look at it and you see, it's like, all right, we're gonna step to this rock and then that one. Then, oh no, if we step on that one, it's gonna dislodge things. So then you're gonna skip over that one. It's gonna require a little bit of a jump, but you have to do that, otherwise the whole thing's gonna come tumbling down. You turn and relay to them that this is a very dangerous path. There are very specific stones to step on, and if you miss the path that you're marking, it will cause a rock slide, which will be a very loud noise that will probably alert the entire cave. But you literally just go, hop, 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 hop,
I didn't know my character was a bunny now.
as you go from rock to rock, showing how easily it can be done with your expertise in masonry. The others who following along must make dexterity checks.
Oh dear.
Not athletics.
It is a base dexterity check.
Oh, 19.
You rolled an 8, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Thank you for announcing it to the table.
That's still 11. I think you have plus it, don't you?
I think so.
You have to beat a 10.
Dexterity
You
check.
didn't.
11.
Max
You-
got 21.
You didn't destroy the thingy. Yay!
Okay, so you see her hop from stone to one stone to another, and you hop, 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 and you step here, step there, and then you see the one, and you're about to step on it, and you hear shh. And you're like, oh yeah. You hop over that one onto the next one, and over the course of about 5 minutes, which is very slow, you make your way up through the passageway. As you reach the top of the passageway,
past the rough section, you get to the top, and you see that there is now a pathway that leads off to the left and one that leads off to the right. Off to the left, you see quite a bit of light dancing across the cavern. You see a couple of benches, you see a couple of tables, you see a campfire with a pot cooking over it.
Do we see any goblins?
At this
Or
point,
people.
you see one goblin stirring the pot.
I'm out of range. Thanks.
Alright, I'm going to...
You would have recovered your javelin.
But did he fall down?
Oh, no, he wouldn't have. Sorry, that's a very good point. You
You
got him.
Yeah.
And he just...
I want to sneak around to look
You want to just shoot the goblin?
to
You want
see
to
if I see if there's anybody else in that cave.
As you sneak around the edge, give me a stealth and perception check.
Natural one.
Okay. Perception check.
You just
Perception's 19.
You just stomp your way over there and just like, hello, is there anyone there?
Face plants.
Okay. So, you very sloppily step forward, revealing the area above. You have...
My dice.
Where'd my goblins go? Over there.
They're over there.
You have the goblin here, stirring the pot. You have a set of stone stairs leading up to an area about 10 feet higher, where you have one goblin standing and another goblin standing.
How many goblins are there?
Yes, a
Oh.
lot.
This is a goblin horde.
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 Just because this guy's a little bit much for what this is, but it's okay.
This is a goblin column.
Sitting in the back, with his feet propped up on a dwarven figure laying on the ground, is a hobgoblin. I'm sorry, bugbear.
Oh, that's even worse.
So.
As you step forward, you see all of this as they all turn to you and go,
Fast.
roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna snipe some goblins.
14. Another 4.
Oh, right, after Wolfrax. I haven't played an NPC in a while. So
Ooh,
that's
7. I just want to snipe a goblin.
okay, what'd you roll for initiative?
14.
9.
7.
Max gets to go first with his 21. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, we're gonna roll. It's funny, Gabe got used to me rolling group initiative for the enemies.
Yeah.
Group initiative in this case can be very bad.
Yeah, actually.
At higher levels, group initiative isn't that big a deal. But in this level, it's like, oh, now they all get to go. You're dead. Okay, now let me arrange these guys. So we got that. Then we've got.
Wait, so it's literally in the opposite order. Because first, second, third, fourth. Except I'm the first in line. Oh no.
No, Max goes first.
That's what I said. I said first.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Now I understand what you're trying to say. Their initiative. Oh no, they've got +2? +2 to initiative?
I'm tired.
I know. You don't usually stay up this late.
No, I don't.
It's not that long past when you normally go to bed, though. No, it is a hobgoblin.
Not a bugbear?
No, not a bugbear. It is a hobgoblin.
I missed a page. I should try to kill me.
Yeah.
We're not worried about it. It's
So
good.
who's dead now?
Everybody except
yes.
us.
What? Huh?
Who's dead? Yes.
Put them all in the box.
That
That way you don't have to. That was just sitting there.
You gotta put the box in the box.
Or you could just use them.
Followed by.
Oh, you could do that too.
You can curse or dice.
I gotta
Followed
roll the
by-
d20s to see if they're good. That's a 5. That's an 8. Okay, you get to live.
Followed by.
You also get to live. You get your second roll.
What was it?
Okay. Max is going to.
Net 20.
Starting out with Max. Max looks around. He's like, "Oh man, they all know we're here. It's bad. Okay, but it's fine. I got this covered." He's like, "You look like a big tough kind," and he casts heroism on you. He just says, "You can do it. Go get them. You're healthy. Not scared of anything."
I really thought you were just gonna be
What does it do, Max?
You are number 1.
What did you do to me, Max?
Alright, so, for heroism, he touches you and imbues you with bravery. For the next minute, or until he loses concentration, you are immune to being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points equal to the spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of your turns.
Okay, so a plus.
So, he casts it, and you gain 4 temporary hit points, and will gain 4 temporary hit points at the beginning of his turn.
That's a nice spell, right?
I think it's his turn, or is it your turn? Let me check and make sure it's his turn or your turn.
Can't we have a bard in our campaign? Give us temporary hit points.
Yeah, no
I can
kidding.
give you all temporary
Its
hit
turn.
points.
So at the beginning of your turn, you gain 4 temporary hit points. They can't get you up. So if you're unconscious, they can't bring you to consciousness. But you gain 4 temporary hit points at the beginning of your turn, moving forward.
Am I after him?
After Max comes Wayne.
So
So you gain 4 temporary hit points.
they're all alert now.
Yep.
One's in here, yeah. She just clunked in going, "What do I see? Hey!" And now went, "Hey!"
Where'd the 30 go? Probably under the paper.
Could possibly be. You can pick that up. So.
It's not under that paper.
I don't know.
Probably under the map.
I'll just do this.
Just use the square since you don't.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
The guy turns around with a wooden spoon in hand and goes, "Ah!" As you step up to him.
He just smacks you with a wooden spoon. That would actually probably hurt.
If it's rice.
Yeah.
I got plate,
What?
so, you know.
Chain.
Tang.
Yeah, I wish I had plate.
Oh, you're a ways from getting that.
Natural one.
So you go, try,
Hey,
you
boss,
step in
hey,
and be
what
like,
is
"Ha ha!" That's not my catchphrase. What do I say? As you just don't swing. Bonus action.
I don't have anything.
Alright, bringing us to the big guy. Hobby boy rolled well. He stands up, steps up on top of the fallen dwarf body and looks down and goes, "Ha!" Pulls out this long curved bow, knocks an arrow and goes, "Nyah!" As he's going to fire an arrow at you since you came forward.
At least I'm not getting sniped.
You. That's a 9 to hit.
I'm used to, like, 30s getting rolled against me.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Level 1, man. It's a very different game. As he knocks this longbow, pulls it back in this slow, illustrious manner, and just goes, and it goes, and hits the cave like good 6 feet above your head. And he's just like, as that brings us to, he's gonna stay where he is, and that brings us to Ziba.
I just go last.
Alright, I'm gonna
No,
walk
you're
around the
not
corner.
Yay, I'm not last.
Right here.
Yeah. And
It is a 10-foot cliff up from where you are.
up. Okay,
Yeah.
take me back that way.
Yeah, as I say, if you're
No,
close
this
to the
way.
wall, you can't see them.
Yeah.
From there, you can see the upper level.
Eldritch Blast, the big guy.
Ooh, after the big guy. Roll an attack.
Oh, 19 plus 6.
Ooh, that will
25.
definitely do it.
Level 1, how many hit dice do you have?
5.
1.
Hit dice. You gotta remember that.
5 points of damage. Alrighty.
I'm stacking these dice.
Anything else?
That is it, because I don't really have any bonus actions.
Alright, the upper guy with the bow, following Hobgoblin's action, lowers his short bow at you and he really hopes he misses. Because if he hits you after his boss didn't, that's a 12. 13. 13 to hit.
No.
As it just, and you just parry it with your shield.
You're better than your boss, little dude.
Alright, Taya, you're up. Thea.
Thea.
Crackhead.
Donna.
Nona?
Don't.
Thea, Dora.
Donut?
Dora. That word.
Dora.
Hey, Dora.
Dora the
I'm
Explorer.
not. Did my character? No.
Thea. I'll try. It's the first session. You gotta give me some leeway. Thea, you're up.
A moment, please. I'm gonna smack him with my fish. Actually, no, that's a bad idea. Yeah. I just pop out right here, and I attempt to shoot little guy.
Alright, roll an attack roll.
We're rolling so bad right now.
To be fair, having 15 AC is pretty high for low level characters.
12.
Misses. Who's next to move any further?
Yeah, I go back.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, that brings us to the guy upstairs. He's gonna pull his bow and fire at you.
I go most hit points.
That's
don't
a
I?
14 to hit.
Yes.
No, okay.
I'm pretty good.
I have no idea what you guys' AC is, so.
You're better than your boss, little dude.
And then the guy takes the wooden spoon and he just goes, and he just attacks you with the wooden spoon.
Why does he throw
That's
this
a
so bad?
No, it's enough to hit. It's a 19 plus 4, so 23. 23 to hit, and he is going to do.
1d4 bludgeoning damage.
It's an improvised weapon, isn't it?
He does 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he takes the thing and he goes, ting, 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 ting. And then as you look down and he just goes, whack right across your face. And you just, oh! Bringing us back to the top of the order for Max.
Oh.
And this kid is why you wear a helmet.
Max is concentrating on his issues, and he is going to.
Look at that garbage.
From where he's at, he's gonna go.
No.
Hey, that wooden spoon! You're supposed to turn the food. It's gonna burn. You suck at this. I don't know why I turned him Jewish for a second there. That was weird. As he casts vicious
I
mockery,
knew it. I wish we
the
had
goblin makes a wisdom save.
No.
I was gonna ask if I could.
The goblin
No.
fails his wisdom save,
Okay,
and
sorry.
1d4 damage. 4, nice. Alright, so that's 4 points of damage. Over half killing the poor guy. With words. The food's the goblin's like, my food's burning! No! Wow, that hurt way deeper than it should have. Alright.
Okay.
Max is going to go ahead and move up next to the dragon, Thea.
Yeah.
Move up next to Thea, and that brings us to Wayne. You gain 4 temporary hit points.
Smack the wooden spoon goblin.
I kind of want to just grab it out of his hand. But-
Steal the spoon and smack
If you
the
finish him, I'll say that's how you did it.
Oh my gosh. No. That's a 9.
So he goes, ting, 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 ting. You look down and he goes, whack! You go, ah! You take your sword and you just swing down and he's not even there. And you just hear, as you completely miss. Bring us to the guy. Big guy's gonna be like, he looks at the bow, he looks at the arrow, he pulls an arrow out, and you can see the arrow's twisting. He's like, throws that arrow out, pulls up another one, that one's straight. Boom! And takes a shot at you.
No one's hitting anybody with a wooden spoon.
That's a 13 to hit.
Nope.
No.
The wooden spoon man is
And he just looks at the arrow, looks at the bow, he just goes, throws the bow down, and pulls out this really messed up looking longsword. It's got chinks in the blade, but it looks like it would be one hell of a serrated edge if he breaks it across you. He tosses the bow down, pulls up the sword, and he goes, and the other guy would go,
There's like
Bring us to Zima.
Is he a bugbear or a...
He's a hobgoblin.
Okay. I was
How
about to say
much is
bugbear.
this?
Hmm?
How much is this?
His AC is 18.
Oof.
High AC.
Yeah, this is very high AC for this level.
So I have to roll 13 or higher to snipe him. Okay.
Oh, sorry. As your bonus action, no, I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Who?
The
Big.
big
Going after the big guy.
goblin. That is a 17, which does not hit him. That's it.
No, the wooden spoon goblin. Is it the wooden
Okay, it's a 16 to hit you.
Nope.
What's your AC?
18.
Is it 18 at
Yeah.
this level? At level 1, it's an 18.
I got Chandler,
Minus
which is 16
16.
plus 2 from the shield.
That's you.
Yeah,
Rough
mine's
stuff.
16.
Man, his AC is high. It's the same as yours.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Well,
right
he's a
now,
hobgoblin.
failure.
But he got a better chance to hit than I do.
No, he doesn't.
I knocked
This is
it
just
over.
Plus 4.
Oh, what was it? It's gonna be a battle of the tanks.
This is a slugfest.
3 would be 5, 6. What?
I guess I don't know where it is, whatever.
I'm just gonna hide in the corner. And I'm gonna snipe him.
I think you might be able to feel it like that. Alright, well, attack. Who are you attacking?
Hobgoblin.
Alright, big guy.
That's just paper. Oh, where did it go?
What do I know?
It's not landing on anything.
No!
Funky side up.
Is it under her tablet?
I don't know.
It's gotta be under those construction paper.
Yard them out.
Look at me there, notebook.
Yeah, no.
Okay, come on.
What's your name?
5.
Not good enough. Okay. Alright, that brings us to the upper guy who's going to take a shot. Yes, that one's actually going to hit.
Me or?
No, him.
Oh.
He's the one that charged forward. He made himself a target. So that is 7 points of damage as an arrow shoots down towards you. That also brings us to the one with the wooden spoon who's going to go tink, 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 tink. Tink, snap.
Big roll.
Not high enough. As the wooden spoon from hitting you so hard last time seems to have been a bit worse for wear as it just... Alright, that brings us back to the top with Max. Max is gonna step forward up behind Zima. And he's gonna go... I'm now gonna try to do your voice instead. I'm great at imitations, but it's hard for me to remember sometimes. Hey man, the food is messed up, you can't even say it anymore, now your spoon's broken, what's wrong with you? As he casts Vicious Mockery again. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, there's a monster.
That fails. Another d4 damage.
That's MVP.
As he drops the handle of the wooden spoon and just goes... As he is no more. He mocked into death. Alright, that brings us to Wayne. You gain 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, not 40.
No!
Yeah,
No, I don't think there's a spell like that in the game.
I don't know why I put a 4 in front of a 0 not behind it. So now. So if I walk up to this, can I hit this dude?
No.
No, he's 10 foot.
He's
You gotta go up the
Yeah,
stairs.
it's a 10 foot. You go up the stairs to get that.
Or do I wait for them to come to me?
I think they're gonna keep sniping us. Except for Big Boy, I think
Yeah, he's gonna come at us.
Yeah.
He's hard hit. And I can't hit anybody.
But the bad thing is that the only melee weapon I
True,
have.
but if you get there at the stairs,
The
it'll
only
be
melee
hard.
weapon I
You
have
can
is
block
a
it.
fish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But 10 feet
Can I
is
stab
good
it
with
with a
him.
bow? Can I stab it with an arrow?
And
Put your axe on
please work.
him. No. Yes.
14.
14 just misses. You spoon back, you're like, ha ha! And it just off the shield.
Yeah.
And brings us to Hot Boy. So he jumps down off the fallen body of the dwarf, shoves this guy aside. He's gonna make a dex save. This guy falls off the cliff,
Over the side with you!
10 feet down, taking 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
God.
I'm
No,
gonna-
he's alive, but
I'm gonna
Almost.
smack him with
He's
a
almost
fish.
dead.
I'm gonna kill him with a fish.
Isn't he almost dead?
yeah, you get 1 hit point. They only have 7 hit points. No, the little guys have 7.
How many does big guy have?
None of your
A
business.
lot.
Um,
More than us.
Yeah.
Alright, so, and then he comes stomping up to you after shoving his guy off the cliff, and he's going to rake you across the sword. That is going to be, what is the damage for that? It's 19 to hit.
You don't get used anymore.
You really just.
That's
beat
7
him and
points
I-
of slashing damage as he slashes across you.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Hey, the heroism's paying off, isn't it?
Yeah.
That brings us to Zima.
Toll the dead. Big
Oh!
Boy.
You see her pull out this tiny little bell and go, and you expect this little bell to be like, ding, ding, ding. It goes, bong, and it reverberates through. He has to make a
Wisdom.
wisdom
14.
saving throw of 14. That's a 7. That's a 7.
1
On a D12.
on a D12.
Alright, anything else?
That is it for me.
Alright. Up bow is not up bow anymore, he's down bow. But he's going to stand up and he's going to run over and he's going to grab his short sword and slash at the dragonborn person. That is, what is his plus? It's a 14 to hit.
Nope.
No?
16.
Alright. He slashes at you as it scrapes across, doesn't do any damage, bringing us to Thea.
Might be time to teleport out of here.
Alright. I'm gonna need a 15-foot cone. I have a breath attack.
Don't hit me.
Wait, can I shove him out of the way?
You can try.
He's up. You're down. He's up 10 feet. You're
Dang
down.
hard.
I'm guessing that's
Yeah.
5. Noise. 10.
If you go any further, he's going to get an opportunity against
If you move out of his combat range, you can swing at you. Doesn't mean you can't do it, just.
you.
You can angle the breath if you want to hit the big guy.
I don't want to die, please.
She aware of how she does her thing.
But I want to hit the little guy too.
That's going to be a tough one to do.
It's only,
Actually, honestly,
it's only 15 feet.
if you move back, then you can just catch the two of them.
Noise. Yeah, I want to do that.
From back there is just in the very edge.
It still hits.
You'll catch both of them, just.
Noise.
Alright, how's your breath weapon work?
Give me a sec. Each creature in that area must make it, there's Constitution modifier or Constitution modifier? I'll check in a second.
It'll show as in your attacks as what the save is. You should look for your breath weapon. It should show it in your list of attacks.
15 dex.
Okay, so dex save of 15. We'll do the big guy first. That is a 7 plus 2, which is 9. And then the little guy is a 10 plus 2 for a 12, so they both fail.
Nice.
Alright, so you roll what?
1d10.
Alright, roll 1d10 psychic damage, I believe.
No.
Ah, there it is. This rolls a lot.
Yeah, I did that on the D12.
Hey!
So 6 points of damage.
So they both take 6 points of damage.
They both die.
What?
They both.
The big guy?
Yeah, the big guy only had 12 points.
Dang, nice.
High AC with low stuff.
Who hit him?
I
She
did
did
it.
it.
One of my Eldritch Blast got him.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, I just
I was about to throw him off
So
the
the
cliff.
big guy drops and oh wait no, that guy hasn't been damaged yet. He's still standing with 1 hit point. I thought it was the other guy who had 1 hit point left. Sorry, so the big guy falls and that laying down, and then the other guy is 6 points down, which puts him there. Okay, so the little guy who just took the edge of your just barely on the edge of it. That guy's still alive. 1 hit point left.
I thought he was a stupid guy.
He was. No. This guy shoved off the cliff.
So he's the one who got yeeted.
Yeah.
So he's gonna see that happen to it, and he's gonna pull his short bow back and take a shot at you. Ooh, that is that's a natural 20. This is gonna hurt.
Good thing I have 7. How many? 13. Yeah, 13.
That is 10 points of damage,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
and that brings us back to the top with Max.
I have 3 hit points.
Seeing his arrow come sinking into you, Max is gonna go. Do, stay alive, you're staying alive. And he's going to cast Healing Word on you.
Noise.
That is going to burn his last spell slot. And you heal 1d4 plus 4. So you heal 7 points.
I'm back to the 10.
And Max is going to stay back on the side. Wayne, you gain 4 temporary hit points. It's a really good spell for the level. I didn't realize. Like, I really did not realize how good this was for the level.
Yeah.
I can't believe I killed the big guy.
Good job.
That's very well done.
Who do I want to kill? I want to kill everything.
Well, you have 2 guys with 1 hit point each left.
Well, I gotta hit him first.
You got it.
You're our next one, so I'm gonna go pop.
Like I could have done flanking.
I'm gonna do flanking pop.
Keep in mind, flanking is the thing, and in this case, it really matters.
Yeah, because we can't hit him.
20.
20 hits,
Finally.
which he's got 1 hit point.
I just want to see how dead he is.
Very.
He's 7 damage dead.
So he is. He's removed from the field.
Oh gosh.
Bringing us next to. He's dead. Bringing us next to Zima.
Totally did.
Alright, wisdom saving throw from the last standing goblin.
Wisdom 14.
The last not standing goblin.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He had 1 hit point.
Roll the 3
He's
on the floor.
It's that.
Man, I ain't told the dead powerful later on because it's a D12.
And then it rolls.
It goes up at level 5, it goes to 2d12, at 11 it goes to 3d12, and at 17 it goes to 4d12.
4d12. If it's been hit.
4d12 for. That's
For a cantrip.
yeah, but if they make a wisdom saving throw, it does nothing.
Yeah.
So it's an all or nothing thing.
But right now,
Poison spray.
it's good for me.
Poison spray is also d12s.
Yeah.
But poison is often resisted.
Man, I should have been dragging one.
Boy.
I'm gonna run up the stairs and
Your
check
teleport's
on
gonna be
our
very
employer.
Huh?
I'm gonna run upstairs and check on our employer.
Okay, so everything goes quiet.
I'm gonna run and check. I'm gonna loot. I'm gonna loot the guy.
You go running upstairs. The dwarf is beaten badly. He's unconscious, but it doesn't seem to be life-threatening.
I'll untie him.
He's not died. He's just
Oh, that's
unconscious. He had his feet on him. If he gained consciousness, he just stomped once and put him back out. But you go running over and loot the body. Give me an investigation check.
Keep forgetting what my class is.
It's okay. There's a lot of things to keep track of.
Plus
So
4. 9.
9. Not great, but you recover his longsword and his longbow.
Ooh!
Longbow would be nice.
The longbow he tossed aside, so it is in good condition. It's actually a recurve longbow, which is the ones that instead of coming up in just a solid circle, they come up and then they curve back outwards.
Yeah, because it looks so fancy.
Yeah, they are very fancy looking. And you do see that this one is made of a fairly fine wood, and it has some metal reinforcements on the edges that look like they're wrapped around, and it basically looks like metal flames up the edges of it. Very fine looking bow. Still just a longbow.
Alright then, that's fine.
You find 10 arrows and a knife, or a dagger, if you will.
Did anyone know
I will take it. I like the daggers.
You also found a bag of money. The bag of money contains 11 copper, 17 silver, and 1 gold.
how much should I silver in gold?
Okay, so who's keeping track of the money? Because she found it.
But is she gonna split it or?
Yeah, I'm gonna divide it up.
So
Alright.
by 3 or by 4 because I'm
Max will take it if you give it to him, but he decided that he's going to earn his sum.
Okay, so that was
So it's
17 copper or
She's
silver.
doing that.
Okay.
Aren't you?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying she was doing it.
No, I thought you were.
I am.
so we
actually.
each get 7 silver and
Oh, because the gold is 10 silver. So you found 27 silver.
Silver.
So
oh, I thought it was 21.
you found 17 silver, 1 gold, and
You
11 copper.
Yeah.
I thought you said 17 copper, 11 silver.
she wrote it down.
That was 11 copper, 17 silver, 1 gold.
Okay.
I guess you can keep the gold because you looted.
Well, everybody will get 7 silver. And
Silver.
that leaves us with 6 silver left. And then the 11 copper.
Be 33 copper each.
How 11 copper would be?
Because
Oh,
you
if
had
you turn the 6 silver into copper?
if you turn the 6 silver into 60 copper, and then you add the 11, so you have 71 divided by 3.
4. I'm dividing it all by 4.
Oh, Max didn't want any.
Oh,
And if you choose to give it to him, he chose to earn his own path.
okay. Well, then I have to go back. Because I was doing it by...
So you see this dwarven figure laying there badly beaten. You recognize this as your actual employer, Gungrun Rockseeker.
I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. So cast Cure Wounds, roll for Cure Wounds.
Just gotta make sure it's just as close to
Gungeon what now?
Gundren Rockseeker.
His name is Gordon Ramsay, according to the initials.
That's fine.
1d8 plus 4. I want to make sure the employer doesn't die. 9.
I'm almost dead.
Alright, so 9 points. He is healed. He basically shoots up. Whoa! Aye, what is this now? Oh, you've come to save me. It's wonderful that you've come to save me. Wonderful. It's very good. Where's my brother?
We don't know currently, but our friend over here, Max, he was trying to help you, and then he got beaten up by goblins, but we don't talk about that. And he said that he saw a bunch of goblins going, which direction was it?
The group of goblins that ran off were heading to the east.
A group of goblins headed to the east, which they may or may not have your brother, but we should probably check the rest of this cabin, just to be sure that he isn't here. But like, you might want to leave, just in case.
I ain't going nowhere until we clear this place out and make sure my brother isn't here. I'll hear nothing of it. We go on killing and looting and finding brothers.
What does...
Will you keep your voice down before we bring the whole place down on us?
Very well.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was being dramatic for the cameras.
Understood.
What does the hobgoblin... What does he wear?
The hobgoblin is wearing chainmail that is pretty messed up and a shield.
Alright, 9 silver
So,
apiece.
metal I can melt down.
Yes, you find chain metal scrap.
Wow, this is this pencil.
But,
Here, no.
I'm just gonna
oi, Mike,
It's 9 silver apiece. There's 2 copper left over, so we'll give the 2 copper to Max.
Yeah.
That way it's even and we don't have to think about it.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that's good stuff.
okay, mate, here's what you need to do.
Right.
Because
Nine.
some of this
Nine.
cabin
Nine.
is really unstable, and stepping in the wrong place will bring a landslide down, and if you bring a landslide down and it kills us, your brother is paying for our funerals.
Well, I just say we don't go that way now, do we? I
Well,
think that if you go down that way, it'd be a bad idea.
true.
So we'll just go the other way and see if there's anything there. After all, that's the way you guys came from, isn't it? So why would we go back that way? We know there's no brothers there.
Duh, it is. But can we please keep our voice
Oh,
down?
I'm sorry, doing the accent requires us to be a little louder. I can't do it right.
Did we search the actual goblins?
Did we search the cavern to see if there was
Is
anything
there-
else? Can we search the cavern?
Sure, roll investigation check.
Yeah.
Wearing
2 of you may
more-
roll investigation or 1 with advantage.
I got a bad investigation, so...
Can I?
Is it more...
What's your
more
investigation?
leather?
Give me a second.
Yeah, you can add
Plus
3
one.
more scrap leathers.
So nice.
Investigation.
And
Yeah, go
any
ahead. With
weapons?
advantage.
None that are worth anything. I mean, there's a couple of short swords that are more rust than metal.
Arrows?
More.
None that survived.
Okay.
Hey.
Should've won. Should've rolled on.
Alright, so with the 10 investigation, you do find up in the far corner here,
I was gonna say what's in the corner.
you find an extra longbow, not nearly as nice as yours. You do find a stash of 24 hours.
I wasn't going to hold.
You want to put the longbow in the cart?
Yeah. Put down 24 hours for you.
That's so many levels of impressive. And an extra one.
Extra one!
Okay, stop. An extra 24 arrows
Yes.
that were stored in there.
That's you had arrows.
You find a barrel of mead, a small barrel of mead, or a cask,
Yeah,
if you
we'll
will.
take that one.
None of you
A
idiots.
cask?
A cask of mead, a small cask of mead.
How do you spell cask?
C-A-S-K.
Don't
Cask. Cask. K. Cask. K.
Don't you idiots do anything stupid, okay?
That's about it with a 10 investigation.
Alright, let's see if we can. Let us go and see what we can kill in the next round.
Okay, this would be a decent place to stop, because Tara's up a lot later than she
I'm
normally is.
tired.
Do you want to keep playing through the map, or do you want to continue from here next time?
Because it's going to be 2 weeks before we can play again.
Continue from here next time. I'm tired.
Okay. We'll get started a little bit earlier next time. And not bad for going through there. You do still have your heroism active for the moment. It's a minute total. Well, actually, with the investigation and all that stuff, no, it's faded at this point.
Do I keep those 4 temporaries that I have?
No, when the spell fades, they fade as well. So, actually, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I didn't really think the heroism was going to make that much of a difference, but it pretty much saved you from dying over and over again. So, yeah, well done. Very nice.
Let me roll for Oliver to hit right quick.
Maybe Joe feel better.
That's a
799.
28.
28? Yeah, no, that definitely misses.
What's the damage on that? 11 plus.
That's a
5.
16, 26, 27 for rain dead.
Alright. These ain't those characters.
Yeah, no.
So, if someone wants to take a picture of Matt currently
Yes.
so we can remember where it is for next time, natural 20, nice.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And yeah, well played for level 1. Moving in, you did very.
Picture for
He
me
did.
too. Yeah, I'm saying for
Okay.
me too. In case we get to the point where we're actually going to come up here and do it, before he gets here.
Yeah.
Which ain't likely, but it could happen.
But no, Kara, very nicely done. You're doing a character. You are doing your character voice better than Josh ever did, which is impressive. But no, you're doing the character voice. You're acting very nicely as what you are playing as.
I mean, the characters are very similar to me, so.
Well, yeah, a lot of the first characters you can play will be. But still, you did very good. And for level 1, you guys are surviving rather well against pretty heavy odds against you.
And I am murder hope. We kill everything.
We've got the murder hobo.
Listen, gang, we're gonna do this thing.
The murder hobo's sidekick.
I'm gonna play my way through it.
And the one who's like, I'm gonna smack you with a fish. I need my frying pan. I need to be able to put the fish in the frying pan, have the fish frying in the frying pan, and then smack someone with the frying fish in a frying pan.
Well, if you roll high investigation, you found the frying pan in the corner. You didn't. Don't you look at me like that. It was your roll.
Let me roll.
Until next time. Until next time.